a tough game ahead of us. The biggest game in our history. Probably the toughest draw that anyone could get from the group winners. That is the best and the most successful team in the Europa League, and that is Sevilla. I couldn't believe it. I could, but I couldn't believe it. When I saw Sevilla, I was like, oh my god. And the problem with all of this is that you could see it coming. You could see, just not Sevilla, not Sevilla. We wanted Barcelona. Don't get me wrong, we all wanted Barcelona. I know Barcelona are a tougher team now, but I reckon we have more chance against Barcelona than we do against Sevilla. Now, I did think that, but now there has been some news coming out that Sevilla have 12 injuries and they're all key players. And they try to rile up West Ham fans by posting the picture of Eric Lamela because he's a former Tottenham man. We can't have Eric Lamela scoring against us. I don't actually know what has happened with Anthony Martial because I went on Sevilla's past fixture. They drew 0-0 with some other team. I don't remember which team it was in La Liga, but Anthony Martial wasn't in the squad. And they've already said that they don't want to buy him. So I don't know whether that's just they want to give him game time or it's just, I don't know. Surely if the loan goes well, you might want to buy a player like Anthony Martial. I'd want Martial at West Ham. That'd be one of my dream strikers to come to West Ham. Him and Jonathan David or Armando Broja, them three. And if we've got one of them three, I'd be so gassed. I'd be like, yeah, we're getting top four. I'd be doing all of that. But yeah, that's just me going on a bit of a tangent. But yeah, we've got Sevilla. This is the biggest game in our history because, and the reason why it's titled that is because, literally, if you look at our past fixtures, over the years, the Astra Gugu fixture, and that was a chance for us to get into Europe back in the day, and I say back in the day, that was 6 years ago, and we haven't had a bigger game than this. We haven't had a bigger game than this since, I want to say since the Liverpool final back in the day. I was only 3 years old, and I never got to see that. But this has to be the biggest game in our history. We've never made it this far in the Europa League. I don't know if we won European Cups and all that, back in the day, Cup Winners' Cup and all that stuff, but I wasn't around then. So I'm going to say in our history, this is the biggest game. This is the biggest game in West Ham's modern history. Shall I say that? That'll probably be the title. I'm feeling very nervous for this game. Despite all the injuries that Sevilla have, I'm sure they have a bigger squad than us. Now, one injury that stood out to me was Diego Carlos. Now, I think, or is it Diego? I'm just going to call him Carlos. Carlos was a centre-back that Newcastle were interested in before they got Dan Burn, who's playing outstanding for them. And it was either him or Sven Botman, who I've seen us linked with as well. And I've seen him play. I like Sven Botman. I've not seen Carlos play in a while, I don't think. I off the top of my head, I don't think... I don't remember what other games I've seen him play. I don't know whether he played a few years ago, but if he did, his performances didn't stick out to me because I wasn't really looking for him and we weren't linked to those kind of caliber of players. But with all of that being said, that seems to be a key injury. I think he's one of Sevilla's key players, but it looks like he might have wanted to leave. I don't know how good he's played this season. I've not watched a Sevilla game. Now, if I can find a way to watch that old Sevilla game that they played 0-0, I know it was a 0-0, but I like watching who we're playing next. Who are we playing next? I like watching their game before they play us, just to get a bit of a mindset on how we will play against them. Part of me thinks that we will win this tie, but another part of me thinks you don't know enough about this opponent to think, oh, we're just going to win. The thing is as well, though, Declan Rice should be back for the game as well for us. And with that being said as well, I think despite our squad being small, we should have enough, apart from the fullbacks that concern me a bit, to maybe get over the line. But this is the biggest test we're going to face this season. We know what the English sides are like. We've faced Liverpool, Man City and United and Chelsea before. And Arsenal and Spurs, of course. But we've never faced Sevilla in my lifetime, I don't think. I don't think we've even had a pre-season game against Sevilla. And genuinely, I just don't see why we can't just be excited. And a lot of people might say, you're going to get battered. You're going to get battered. We might get battered. I can't see that happening though. I can't see us getting battered from this game. And I don't know, what do you do with Mikel Antonio this game? Because despite him being fresh for every fixture so far since the Wolves game, since the Newcastle game, after the Newcastle game he played well, and as I mentioned in the player ratings, you could go and check that out. And what do you do? Do you play him against Villa? Do you play him against Sevilla, rest him against Villa to put him back for the Sevilla game? Because after that we got Tottenham, and Mikel Antonio last played against Tottenham, as we know. And you got to find a way to balance it out. I think the youngsters might have to play a part in some of these games coming up, because we don't have a squad. And we don't have a squad because it's either the board or Moyes, and it's probably a bit of both. And Moyes keeps saying, don't blame the club, but the problem is we kind of have to, because otherwise we're just going to have to scapegoat you. I don't want to scapegoat David Moyes. I want to give him the blame, but what if it is the board? What if it is, and we just have to take all the pressure off them? We can't do that just because we're winning. But, yeah. With all that being said, I don't really know what my general feelings are on the game. I'm recording this on a Monday, the same day as the player ratings. So it's a bit far away from the game, but I thought, while I've got time, I'll just record 2 videos. And the key player that I'm going to say needs to step up is Saïd Benrahma. Jarrod Bowen's out. It's him and Nikola Vlasic that need to step up the most. But this is your time, Benrahma. This is your time. This is your platform. Do the same as you did to Genk. I know it's a different opponent, but that goal against Genk where he went round the player and then slotted it in, I know it went through the keeper, but what he did towards that goal was brilliant. Do what you did against Vienna where you just slotted it in. This is the time for Benrahma to shine. And I know there's a lot of crazy opponents in this Europa League. Betis, former manager Manuel Pellegrini. We do not want to lose to him. Barcelona, of course. Rangers, of course. Luckily, Dortmund are out. Luckily, it was Rangers or Dortmund, because they both have European experience. And as much as it is the Scottish League, I do think we could beat Rangers, as good as they are. Respect to Rangers, by the way. I respect all the Scottish teams, because I don't really have a favourite Scottish team. I don't have any alliance towards any of them, or if that makes sense. But yeah, there's a lot of teams that are hard to beat, but we need to go for this competition. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Just keep in mind that they have a lot of injuries as well, so we can't use any Bowen excuse. Even if Declan Rice was out, we can't use that as an excuse. You can't. And if Declan Rice isn't back for Sevilla, which I think he is, he'll be back for Villa. And ex-West Ham employee has tweeted out on the Liverpool game that Declan Rice will be back for Sevilla, or he should be back for Sevilla. So keep that in mind. Keep everything in mind that I've just said. That will be the Sevilla preview. You're watching this on a Wednesday. Please leave a like and subscribe, because I'm trying to grow the YouTube channel and it's hard to do, but I'm enjoying it. So I'll keep trying. I'll keep trying to update, improve the channel thumbnail-wise as much as I can and all that stuff, and leave feedback in the comments, because I don't know what to go off. Well, sometimes when I do these videos, if you're watching this, please just leave a comment with what you thought, what you think of the channel so far, and all of that stuff. But yeah, if you made it to this point, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.